today.
I know, it was super.
Rise up in the morning, grab a coffee, check your fit. Hit the ground running, but try not to forget. There is a place where you can go to share some puppy hugs. Slow it down and listen in. Have some caffeine with your friends with Java and Jugs. The best way to start your week, to make that AM commute. Have that hot cup in your hand and wearing something cute.
And don't forget, girls,
there is a place where you can go and bring your favorite mug. Slow it down and listen in. Have some caffeine with your friends with Java and Jugs. Rise up to the day ahead. Find a place to sit. We saved a special place for you, so try not to forget. There is a place where you can go with sugar, cream, and love. Slow it down and listen in. Have some caffeine with your friends with Java and Jugs. Careful, it's hot. Spend a Monday with your friends with Java and Jugs. We have mocha, vanilla, hazelnut with Java and Jugs. Coming right up.
Good morning, everyone. I see you all survived the weekend. Hello. Thank you all so much for joining us, and hello to the usual suspects. Plus, we have a new friend. So please do take a moment to introduce yourself to everybody. Say hello, do all the things. You're very big now.
Hello. For those of you that do not know me, my name is Helen, also known as Halibels. I run a channel called Free Thinkers Fireside, where we put the human and humanist one cozy chat at a time, which basically means that, hey, I talk to people in the secular activist humanist space, and we sit down and the guest gets to talk about whatever he, she, or they want for an hour and a half. So I do that. And then tomorrow, me and Lilith are going to be on a new show on Bree's channel. We'll talk about that a little bit later. So hello, everybody. Good morning. Thank you for having me, guys. I'm glad you let me crash.
Well, yeah, when you said, can I crash? Yeah, come on in.
Yep, that's right.
Right in.
Now, Ryan, what's this all about? You got 8 inches this weekend? What?
Outside we got 8
no.
inches.
Oh, I mean, it's daring to get 8 inches outside, but I mean, if you're into that sort
And it was coming
I
down.
Cold affects those 8 inches, though.
That's an icicle. That's a little different. Yeah, we got 8 inches of snow, and it's not pleasant out there. It kept waking me up last night with all the plows and the wind and whatnot. No fun.
Okay, I felt bad when I saw a little like dusting outside.
Yeah,
I had ice. I couldn't even visit. So I normally see my son on Saturdays. He's grown and does things, but like couldn't do Saturday because ice. So we had to do Sunday. So I did get to see him this weekend, but like the ice, winter, very rude. Who thought this was a good idea? I kind of got to blame Persephone.
Yeah, we could do that.
It's not really Persephone's fault, though. It's more Hades' fault because he like kidnapped her. Yeah, you know, and like girl's hungry. Like, what do you do?
Persephone was queen of the underworld, and there was a whole different, like Hades was the latecomer, but whatever. Ultimately, it's not either of them. It's Demeter who's going, my daughter is gone. Fuck everything.
I'm sad.
Yeah. So it's really the controlling mom thing rather than either of them.
Helicopter mom?
Kind of. I will punish the world for my daughter being away with her boyfriend.
Yes.
Hmm.
I get it for half the year, but the other, I'm just so sad and nothing can grow.
I like this verse, Clara. This is really good. Biggest don't know we'll be getting hot in this stream chat, doing something unholy. It's going to be very unholy today.
It's true. Yes. It's true.
I mean, you have me here. So.
I mean, that's from hells.
I'm here.
The hells are the hells. I mean, that's just already in itself. The hells and bells over here with us.
Exactly. Come, my children. Let me teach you to sin. Let me teach you. Come.
Come to mama.
No.
Yes. And other things.
The unholiest of holy unholiness. Ooh, that would be a good show title. Holy unholiness. The sacred unsanctified. I'll workshop that. I'll get back to you.
You workshop that.
Let us know. You'll come up with something. I know you will. I believe in you. Good morning, Amy. Good to see you. Hope you all had a good weekend. You probably got some snow too. Someone did. I know some of you out there.
Yeah, I just woke up, it's literally freezing outside, which I'm just like, how did this happen? This is the thing that I hate about being in Texas and being a knitter. I never get to wear my stuff except for like 2 weeks out of the year. It's just
that does kind of suck. What about do you knit like little tank tops and stuff?
I can. I'm actually in the process of doing one. I don't know where I'll put the rest of my yarn for that, and that yarn is unavailable, so I'm gonna have to find it first.
Well, yeah, that's the worst part, because it's been a while since I've knit or crocheted. I do both, but running out of something because I put a project to the side for far too long, and then by the time I go back to it, the store's like, oh, I haven't had that in 10 years, ma'am.
Yeah, I've had a habit of whenever I start a project, I figure out how much it's going to take, and I'll buy that plus one more skein just to make sure that I've got enough. Because I've had it to where I've gotten most of the way through a project, ran out of yarn, had to go get some more, and couldn't find it.
I'm giving you a hug, Steve.
Yes,
it's going to be okay. We're just
my question, Ryan, is what can't you do?
What, Lil? What? I probably.
What can't you do?
I don't think she. I think she cannot scale the empire.
No, you. What can't you do?
Me do.
Yeah, I don't know what you can't do.
Oh, well, I wouldn't be able to scale like King Kong. I wouldn't be able to climb up.
But everything else,
climb up on King Kong.
Do everything else.
Speaking of King Kong, or Genghis Khan. Or Dong.
So the only I'm working on a cross stitch for my mom for her birthday's April 14th. Okay. And I was doing I was doing it when I played D&D when it wasn't my turn. So I would just like cross stitch, in between, while we were going around the table. Right. And we're not playing D&D anymore. So it's just been sitting in my bookcase. So I did a leaf yesterday, and I told myself I had to do a little bit each day because my mom's birthday's in April. And I have like 7 weeks to get it done, and if I don't make that commitment to finish it, because my original goal was I was going to put a bunch in my house and make it like all poisonous like plants like hemlock and like nightshade and stuff, and have my little deadly cross stitches of deadly plants. And then I decided, I was like, you have the ADHD ambition, Helen, but that's a follow through because you have one project that you've been working on for over a year that you still have not completed. So I'm going to adjust my expectations for myself.
Hey, at least you're realistic. You may have been far too optimistic previously, but now you're going to pace yourself and be more realistic with stuff. I'm sure.
I think once I started doing this project, I was like, yeah, like Helen, let that go. That was a pipeline dream you had.
Yes, that was a very, very dark dream.
It was a very dark dream about cross stitching.
I do that with editing. I'm like, oh, this only take me like a few hours, and then like a day later, what's wrong with you? Why do I do this to myself?
Exactly.
I can punish myself. Cinemastically.
It's that crafting artistic skill, because you're like, okay, I've got this raw chunk of video that's like an hour long. I want the final thing to be like 20-25 minutes. So I just need to cut out the breaths and the ums and the pauses where I think, and the obvious outtakes, which hopefully, here's a tip, folks. If you're recording something and you flub a line, snap right next to your microphone. So it creates a spike and you can see it on your editing timeline. And then
that's a good idea.
That's a good idea.
Cut out a bad tape.
That's so much, because I love looking. That's because I usually will do that, is look at the what is that called, the sound waves, I guess, just to see where there are pauses, and then I kind of skip forward to, that's usually where a break or something is. But that's even better.
It's an old trick from back in the day when we had to record audio and video separately. You would clap right next to the mic so you can visually match up the hands meeting with the sound of the clap. And you could synchronize that way. And that does still work, but people got used to seeing those spikes for synchronization. And they're like, that's really useful as markers for editing too.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to pick that up and use that. Yeah, complete projects. What are those? What are those?
An illusion.
I've never heard of a complete project. Is that French?
It might be. I understand they've completed a few things over the years. That not so much the conquest of Europe, and not so much the freezing the French language in the 17th century, but the big freaking tower. I'm pretty sure they put a bow on the end of that, and that one is done.
They also brought castles to England, so they did that as well. I'm going to talk for my people. We accomplished things. we brought castles to Europe, came up with some weird fashion trends, And some
in fairness, the fashion thing turns out to be the fault of the English.
What wasn't the fault of the English? I just blame them for everything.
Well,
that's fair.
Okay, so the English go to other countries and they find what's coolest about that country, and then they bring it back to the British Museum, the most wonderful place on earth. Except in France, where they found nothing they could bring back, so they decided to export this idea of crazy. I think they were trying to undermine the French, honestly, but it backfired spectacularly, because now there's French courtesans wandering around in diamond-studded gowns and shit, and the English try to invade, and the French people are all bulletproof. Oops.
That's how it happened.
Yeah,
what your history book says are lies. It was the sequence, everybody.
I'm going to make sure that we rewrite history, and that's what the books say.
It's a certain person in this chat is irritating because he does dumb stuff, like he's trolling. the troller around here.
Maya.
Hi, Maya.
Hey.
Fun time yesterday hanging out with you.
We are.
Who doesn't love Bad Science Sundays? It's so much fun.
Yeah. I demanded her put me on again. We talked about toe topics she talked about. I want to be on that one.
Which topic?
Dang, I forgot now. She remembers. Want to be on it. See, I don't.
You were just my there.
I know my brain. I forget 5 minutes. I remember.
You guys have fun last night? Tell us.
I wonder if there was a place that was recorded. You could go back.
Yeah, I can watch it. But I can't do it right now. This moment.
I know. I'm just teasing you.
Sure, you can both.
The alien chump and the alien crap.
The alien.
Oh yeah, it was great.
Alien.
Yeah, it was wonderful.
The alien. That's what we talked about.
So did you prove there were aliens?
It was a proof.
I mean, it's just him.
So he's the proof.
Yeah, he's
so like
proof.
Circular
reasoning.
He
No.
He read it too. He got on his toupee. He got a little mouse, and that's what's controlling everything. That's what I said.
There is a conspiracy theory started by David Icke. If you do not know who David Icke is, please look him up. He's a wild human being. Anyway, it all started back it's an anti-Semitic trope, but it goes all the way back to ancient Egypt that aliens came to Earth and they either fucked humans or they started wearing skin suits. And how you know that they're aliens and they're reptilians is that either like in certain pictures their skin looks like scales, so the skin suit is not working the way they expected it to, or their eyes turn slit like lizards. So if you watch YouTube's videos very, very carefully and see what you want to see, you could find lizard people in the government.
I bet. You just got to slow it down.
They're the ones that really rule the world, guys.
like 0.0025%, and I'm sure you'll be able to see their eyes turn the other way.
You would. You will. Like I when I was like dipping my toe into conspiracy theories, like when I was going through like my deconstruction phase, I stumbled upon that, and I was just like, wow. Yes, he is, John. He's a fucking weirdo. He was told by his psychic that he is supposed to bring in the new age of enlightenment, everybody.
Let me look this dude up.
So yeah,
I don't know if I know
David
him.
Icke, big shyster. Like he cares about love, and he wants everybody to be, because we're all one consciousness, guys. And we're all supposed to be connected, you know, and but also has said some concerning things about the people that identify as Jewish. So it's kind of a mixed bag.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, he's an interesting cat. But the lizard conspiracy theory, alien lizard conspiracy theory is probably my top favorite conspiracy theory because it's just so out there.
Our
Is he rich?
friend is talking now.
Yeah. I'm sorry. What did you say, Kelly?
Her
No, that wasn't me this time. Everybody keeps blaming stuff on me. It's not me. That wasn't me this time.
It was always a
that's why. Like he's wrote a bunch of books. They've sold like millions of copies. He's done like conferences where like people pay to go listen to him talk about his bullshit, and he shows you how to look for aliens, everybody. And he explains his whole convoluted theory about why why we're ruled by lizard people, aliens.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think so it's like he saw V, and then he was like, this is a documentary.
I remember I used to love that show.
Don't have them see They Live, the movie.
Also They Live.
Oh yeah. Like,
V wasn't it a movie and then it became a show or something like that?
It was a show. It was like a mini series, and it became a TV show.
And then it became a regular series.
That's what it was. Yeah, I really enjoyed that show.
I did the original. I didn't see the newer one.
Oh, I don't know.
It was the early 2000s.
Fun fact. Freddy Krueger was in there.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, in the original, yeah. We want Freddy Krueger in there.
A lot of those sci-fi people seem to swim in the same circles, I guess.
Yeah. He was a good guy in that movie, in the little lead series, though. He was a good guy.
By the power of Grayskull.
Oh, the power.
Good show. So did anybody get up to Devilry at all?
Did anybody what?
I was supposed to get into Devilry this weekend, but I decided to stay in bed.
No, you avoided the Devilry? Why would you do such a thing?
Because I was lazy.
We were expecting you to report.
Yes, yes.
We live vicariously through you, Kelly.
Did you not did not do anything. No, I wouldn't say. My friends were mad as hell to go, but I was like, I'm staying home. But we have a thing. It's called the Dirty Show every weekend. Every weekend in February, and so it's like a burlesque show and different arts and different entertainment. And so I like going every year, but this year I did not feel like going. I just slept.
That sounds fun.
Oh, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Yeah.
You just were too tired. Well, you had been sick for a while and not getting sleep, and you're still probably catching up, really.
Yeah.
Recovering.
I was like, nope, I'm going to stay in bed.
We all have a strange amount of illnesses and other ailments and things, because for some strange reason, the great Jesus spirit just doesn't heal people, weirdly enough.
Yeah, I had to get surgery to fix my problem. So like weird that happens. That as you get older, your reproductive system is like, yeah, we're gonna just start fucking with you real bad. So
you don't need this anymore.
I don't know why the great Jesus, like after, because like, you know, you have like a limited lifespan of like how long you can have the babies. And after you're done having the babies, that you should just like, you know, shut everything down. But no, it's like, no, you have to keep everything, and then it's going to dysfunction as you get older and cause a bunch of health problems for you. And then you'll have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars getting surgery. That's because it's our fault, guys. It's our fault that our reproductive system kind of takes like a jack shit as you get older, because for some reason some bitch ate an apple. So
allegedly,
that's how that works.
We don't even know it was an apple. In fact, I think I'm going to blame Demeter there too, because that's for all we know, the fruit was a pomegranate, and that was Persephone.
Exactly. Who is it that said it was a? I can't think who it was.
When was the story written?
Also, the snake.
He said it was a mango. Because mangoes are delicious.
A mango.
He said it was the mango. Yeah. Makes sense.
Do mangoes grow? Okay, I'm gonna say if the gardening exists, let's say it's in Israel. Do mangoes grow in Israel? Because that is something I don't know.
I don't know.
You mean occupied? Or back then? You're saying like back in?
Then, yeah. Did they grow back then?
Oh,
like
wait, what fruit?
The Garden of Eden is supposed to have everything.
Mango?
Everything. The Garden of Eden.
A mango. Because if Eden is supposed to have everything, wouldn't they have mangoes? Because then Adam had to go, mango.
Mango.
But
no,
you would think it would have every fruit.
Right? Yeah, it must have everything.
Or every proto fruit like before they diversified.
Every animal was on the every fruit and vegetable was in Eden.
And they're all genetically modified. So bananas, like the bananas fruit that we eat now, according to Ray Comfort, the bananas that we eat now are the ones that Adam and Eve ate.
They were made for my hand just perfectly.
They're perfect.
And the mouth too. Even if you open them backwards. He likes the back end, folks.
Yeah, I think I've always been opening my bananas wrong.
You're supposed to open it from the other end. Yeah, the bottom end instead.
I saw a monkey do it. And I was like, wait a minute.
I usually find a seam and do it along the middle. That's like, I know I'm a weirdo. Yeah, that's the way I like to do it. Yeah, I'm a fucking weirdo, guys. Okay. Because also too, like it's kind of like this is my kind of like, this is Helen's weird sensory shit, is that like I don't like the brown ends, and I feel like if I peel from the middle, I can avoid touching the ends if they've gone bad, because it's like something in like with my sensory stuff, it like fucks with me. So it's kind of like that's the way I have to do it. Yes, I'm weird.
Well, I don't like bananas at all, so I ain't gonna touch them. No comment.
I want to answer this question. Ace Trades asks, how come I can't see Burger Sleuth's comments in the chat? Two possible reasons. Burger Sleuth may have gotten the comment deleted for being, proselytizing and whatnot. But the other and more likely reason is it's in one of the other iterations of the chat, because this show is currently broadcasting on 4 different channels. That's a thing we do here, is everyone who's hosting can simulcast. We seize the means of production. In fact, that was the point when we started doing this 6 months ago. We've been doing this for 6 months, which is crazy. And I feel like people periodically need reminders that this show also goes on its own channel, which is Java and Jugs. It's the Secular Women's Show here on YouTube, and we're hoping to get content specifically for that channel soon. We've already developed the infrastructure for a call-in show, for example. It's just a matter of scheduling that's proving difficult. But we're also on anybody who's hosting can, if they choose to, simulcast. And we're also on my channel, the Damn channel, and Kelly's channel at the moment. And
no, I'm not on my channel.
No, Lilith's channel today. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't do it.
I'll remember that for next time I'm on. I did not know that. So now I know.
I don't have any bananas, Greg. Sorry to disappoint.
I don't eat bananas anyway.
You
don't have any. I don't have any bananas.
I don't like bananas. Ugh.
I love
bananas. I just don't eat them very
More
much.
for y'all.
Like we're terrible about eating fruit in this fucking house. I tell you, like we buy it and then we have like 4 bites and then it just kind of sits after a while because it's just not like. I don't know. I'm terrible. I don't know. Like, but if it's berries, like I will plow through a thing of like a pint of blueberries and like that.
Do you ever eat them frozen?
No, I haven't. Only
I've heard that's good.
I heard they're good. Yeah.
Nice
I'm that way with blackberries because I have discovered that once my dogs sniff them, that is the one thing that they will not try to beg me for is blackberries. So I eat blackberries all the time.
But the point is, this show's on lots of channels. All of us have channels, and there's cool shit on those channels. So you should find us. And if you have trouble finding us, you can go to my website because I set up a list of the people on this show. It's betterthanamber.com. And there's a tab called creators. On creators on the right side of the page, there's a list of all of the cast. Well, as of yesterday anyway.
Red bananas.
I haven't updated it yet today.
I want a red banana. Do they taste very different?
Yeah,
I can imagine.
Now I'm curious.
I like plantains, but I don't like bananas.
You like plantains?
I love. Oh yeah, they do. Yeah.
Plantains are amazing.
I love them, but I'm just surprised that you would prefer a plantain over a banana.
Yeah, because
I do not like bananas.
Are bananas too sweet? Like, what's the issue with the banana?
No, because plantains can be sweet if they're not ripe, but then the ripe ones are sweet. But yeah,
true.
Do you like them sweet or not sweet? The plantains.
Well, I usually like to get the mofongo, which is like a dish in Puerto Rico when I go there, and I usually get it mixed. It's like mixed of both.
So you go to a different country. You go to Puerto Rico.
I mean, it's technically our country. You're so silly, hush.
Be a traitor like that, Kelly. My goodness.
I know. I'll be trading, going to another country, Puerto Rico.
Did you do the capitalism and can afford to fly to Puerto Rico and get your special like plantain dish? Because otherwise, then why aren't you using these powers for good?
That should be a law.
Not that getting plantains from Puerto Rico would not be a good cause, because it probably would.
Workers unite.
Yes.
Yes.
Blue collar.
Keep together strong.
Solidarity.
Exactly what they don't want. That's exactly what they're fighting against. My goodness.
And also red bananas. They've been hiding these from us for ages.
Red bananas. Oh my gosh.
Apparently they're just a different
raspberry
kind of cultivar that we just haven't been introduced to. And they have a vaguely raspberry hint and a soft, creamy, pinkish texture. It sounds really interesting. But yeah,
high class.
It's the thing. I wonder how are they sweet or they tend to be like. I'm curious.
Yeah,
I would try it.
I'll try anything once, twice. I like it.
I'm about to say that too. Sky's the limit.
Yep, exactly.
Just like there's nope, that's an X link. Never mind. We're not going over to the air.
Yeah, we don't do that.
But apparently they're starting to make their way into stores. I saw a bunch of colors and I'm like, ooh, but nope, we're not going to Elon land.
We all learned about red bananas today, guys. So we did learn something new today. So
we come here and sin.
We're over here. This is what happens when you get rid of that sanctimonious righteousness and bullshit and you just engage with real people who immediately start learning things. It's wild, right?
The insides. They're actually creamy. They're creamy looking.
They're vaguely yellowish, like a banana flavor.
To be fair though, if my bananas were brown or black inside, I would just be concerned, because usually that means that they've gone bad. That's the only thing I'm saying. That's it. So that's the only time you should be concerned. Other than that, so
I don't like them when I don't like
it's
them
a
when they're
natural. So that's all I'm saying.
Capitalists talk about low skill labor as means to justify low wages. I'd argue, and I agree, the middlemen are doing the low skill labor. If anything, there's no value in organizing labor without the workers. And I'd even say like up a couple levels. Far too many middlemen.
Oh, for sure. Middle managers, like, they don't actually do a necessary job, because the organizing of the labor is done by the shift supervisors, the people on the floor working with the other workers. It's the middle managers are just there to have authority and like micromanage what the overseers are doing. You don't actually need them.
I'm an overseer, and I can
You overseer.
I am an overseer to the workers. So yeah, I'm not, because no, I'm not. I'm a because I do for our workers, I do all the scheduling. I'm the one that gets them work. And then I have a middle manager that likes to, even though I've been doing my job for 3 years, likes to tell me how to do my job, which is
because you don't know how to do your job.
I don't know how to do it, obviously.
You need someone to mansplain it to you.
And this is the person that trained me.
Oh, Lord help us. I think it's just what we do with them that makes them evil, possibly.
Yeah, what we do. Yeah, makes them
well,
evil.
okay. Are there use cases for bananas that are good or evil? Not even objectively, just so, like, for example, if you take the peel and you throw it in front of a police car and make it spin out, is that objectively good?
Yes.
So bananas can be used for good.
But
True.
What if? But then we have to. It would have to make sure that that police car wouldn't hit any innocent bystanders.
That's true.
So,
yeah, we want
so like, you got, if you're gonna fuck with the police, you gotta do it ethically.
Yeah. Nobody else harmed in the making of this satirical banana peel.
Yes, exactly. Reduce harm even in imaginary situations.
We want to reduce harm in our daydreams.
Yeah.
I do have maladaptive daydreaming. I do that all the time. I really hate it. I freaking hate it so much. We're a banana republic.
Yeah, I don't like bananas.
This country's a banana republic.
Yeah, I don't like bananas either. Ugh.
You don't like banana republics on top of bananas?
Yeah, that's yeah. I like that.
I mean, me personally, I'm the kind of person who wants to help people get off. What'd you say, Kelly?
I haven't heard of the Banana Republic in a long time, though. That little store used to be. Do they even have
the store?
Yeah.
Yes, feminists do object. Yes, because it's infantilizing, grouping women with the infants. Yes.
Mm-hmm. I personally, since I'm an able-bodied person, I would be helping people get off.
I'm pushing everybody off. You know, when you sit in
use our bossy skills. Get on the boat.
Like after everybody that cannot get off
on the boat.
I wouldn't have been like Rose.
True.
I'm asking I'm sitting here asking myself, I'm like, knowing me, would I either A, with risk to my life, be like, fuck y'all, or B, would I be like, help old people and small children, and then fuck y'all? I don't know.
I'll be like,
I think it depends on the urgency of the situation.
You old anyway. How much the babies get off?
Here's the thing, though. Like Titanic, for example, because that's the classic case. It's one of the few places where someone actually did say women and children first. It's mostly mythological. It doesn't really happen. But the men fucked it up. They kept sending out boats with like 12 people in them when they're designed to hold 80 or something. Like, you need a woman in charge to be like, no, we have an hour before the ship sinks and this boat isn't ready. Relax, dude. Get your shit together.
Think, men. Think. Oh, you're jumping?
Men are just too excitable for that kind of work. They're too emotional. They panic and they're like, we have to protect the children. Dude, you're killing children by launching the boats too early. Fucking go hang out with the people arranging the deck chairs and let a woman handle this, you know?
Yeah, I would. I would probably do the same.
It was like Patton Oswalt did a really good sketch about like male director. You have male directors but female editors, because like, you know, the men are like, look at this thing, like, ooh, you know, look at all this great stuff, you know, that I filmed to put it together, and then the woman's in editing going, okay, like let's trim let's trim it down, get it organized. Yeah, like give it direction, you know, they kind of rein it in, because he's seen a lot of female editors in the industry. And a lot of the directors are male. They are like the unsung heroes in the background, kind of trying to trim fat. So
well, that's always true. Like the men are in the production offices. They're the producers, they're the fat cats with all the cash, because they have all the cash, because it's a patriarchy. But like on set, you know, the costumers are women. The freaking catering crew, I forget what the fuck they're called. There's a term for it, but it doesn't matter. They, you know, they're more mixed these days, but in the old days they used to be mostly women. That like everyone who had like a job title that you could brag about was a man, but everyone who did all the rest of the work was a woman, you know?
Go figure.
Well, like in the early days of animation, women painted all the cells because they had, you know, the finer hand coordination to do like the actual painting of each cell. So there's a lot of people, like a lot of women that were employed at Disney. A lot of them ended up like marrying people that were in like the animation department, like a lot of the men. But the paint department was all women, essentially.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, everybody's brain works different. Everybody has talents, but it does seem to be, as I read with in this one study, that we are emotional, but we're able to restrain and handle them better.
Well, all humans have emotions. That's part of what it means to be human.
Yeah.
But yeah, every industry has stuff, like NASA, famously. You know, it's the president makes big speeches and the director of NASA is always a dude and yada yada. But in the back room, the people doing the math on how heavy the capsule has to be and what accelerational force, the delta V, you need to get into lunar orbit, all women. You know, the men make the speeches, the women do the work.
I think like the first, I think like the first person who discovered that we lived in multiple galaxies was a woman. I can't remember. I was watching something, and a fact came up about like, you know, what the was working in like the 18th century with another dude because she was mapping the galaxy, like all of the stars she could see. And then when she started doing that, she noticed that some stars were not twinkling. So then when she started going further, she's like, okay, well, if the sun's a star, and then she started realizing that there was multiple galaxies because she was mapping our night sky. And God damn it, I wish I could remember her name, but that was also something cool I found out.
I don't think I've heard that one before. Let's see. Was her name Sarah Rubin? No, that's Dark Matter. Hold on.
No, it was. Oh God, it's gonna bug me because it was not long after like the first telescope was made, and then it was one of like the next generations where they could see more of the sky, and then over time she was basically just looking at it and then drawing it. I cannot remember her name for the life of me. It's going to bug me. Give me a minute. I'll look at it.
I can tell you about how we figured out galaxies are galaxies. It's Vesto Slifer and Edwin Hubble. And it may be Slifer was working with a woman who did the actual measurements or something. I mean, I really want to know this. We're almost on the cusp of Women's History Month. And if there's a forgotten woman in astrophysics,
let me
I don't know about.
I think it's Caroline Herschel. Herschel? I might be. Hold on.
Ace Trace put something in talking about her, and then Maria Mitchell. Yeah.
Sound familiar? Any of these? Caroline Herschel, Maria Mitchell?
Caroline, oh,
Herschel discovered a whole bunch of comets. Like there's still comets today that bear the Herschel name, and quite a few of them are her discovery. In fact, she kind of had an astronomy family, but yeah,
I think it was Herschel. So
okay, so do you mean that there was a woman who discovered a bunch of comets?
No, this was someone that actually was mapping it, like, you know, from the night sky, like following it and mapping which star, like, which stars were in that quadrant of the sky, you know, at certain times of night. So
she was like Star Trekking, but from the Earth.
Star Trekking, yes, from Earth.
Well, from Earth. I've never read this study, Greg, but I might look for it at some point. I've heard that studies reveal that women in law enforcement are not as susceptible to corruption as their male counterparts. If so, it's interesting.
Yeah.
That would be interesting. I think that one, I suspect, is less of a gender thing and more a position in life kind of thing. Like people who are financially secure are less susceptible to corruption, because people who are desperate to make ends meet are more likely to take a bribe, for example. There's a lot of different variables that need to be controlled for in that kind of thing.
That's something else too. Men don't always think with the right head, but I'll leave that alone.
Well, that, but I also think too, like, there could be a default of, superiority within police. So men are automatically already getting privilege within the police department. So once you're kind of getting your ego fed, like you don't want, like you're already part of that privilege, and women typically in male dominated fields feel the repression more. So they tend to be, because they're going out into the community, they're already feeling disaffected. They, might be that empathy might translate within law enforcement. I'm not saying that, it's a given, but it could be a psychological reason.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It definitely tracks. Good morning, Maya. Welcome.
Hi, Maya.
Our goddess of wokeness, of all things perfect.
Yeah, no, good to see you, Kelly. Sorry, I don't mean to stop the conversation. Just
not at all.
No, we have to acknowledge you're here.
We're talking about universes and discoveries and all kinds of things.
Puppies pop in.
Puppies. Hello.
Puppies.
Puppies.
Look at that face.
Yeah, this is my
really
old
sad
girl.
look,
He's like 14, I think. So she's getting on.
Oh my goodness.
Take a look at
It's just about time we should probably play the puppies thing before we get a revolt in the chat.
I have to do it.
Try to seize our means of production. So we'll be right back. 2 minutes.
Sometimes I chill or hang out at the bar, but I never stay long or go very far. You could say I am lame or that I am fickle, but I'd rather be at home playing with my pickle. That's my dog, she's a big deal. That's my dog, let's keep it real. Don't take offense if I don't answer the phone. Instead I'm loving on my girl and giving her a bone. People call me a dud, like a busted missile, but I'd rather be in my bed, petting my pickle. That's my doggy, she's a big deal. That's my dog, let's keep it real. That's my dog, she's a big deal. That's my dog, let's keep it real. It's not that I don't like you or wanna hang out, but if I had to choose, never was there a doubt. If you need to feel good, in fact it might tickle, you should come to my house and wrestle with my pickle. That's my big deal. That's my dog, let's keep it real.
Now that's some devilry.
Yes. Doggy devilry.
I do have to say, Dr. Kip's dog, Dagon, is like the cutest dog ever.
I want more video of Dagon. Dag on it. Dag on it. I demand it, Kip.
I just found out last night that keeping pets at all is in fact pure evil. It's satanic. It's, well, probably not satanic. The person who was finger waggling at Justin and I was a deist, so probably not so much with the whole devil thing, but still, it's an objective moral ill to keep pets because it's still exploitation of animals. Never mind, the pets will die if you don't keep them. It's
well, no, they won't exist.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially the little dogs.
I'm very simple with my.
I am sorry.
Dogs.
If I let one of my cats out into the wild, she'll be killed. There's bobcats.
Yeah,
if I let any of my cats out, it's bobcats and other animals around here. But regardless if there was, like, my cats cannot survive on their own.
Well, I mean, that's your cats, but like if you most people, I say most people, a lot of people have outdoor cats, but I mean, you have to remember we domesticated the animals,
right?
So there are ethical questions surrounding that, and then like they would just be wild animals, like they existed before we took them in. And so yeah, there's a lot of people that think that keeping pets is kind of a form of slavery. Like animals can't consent to being pets.
Yeah, they can't pick their owners, and some of them get abused, and it's
a lot of them get abused.
Not an idea.
I have a lot of friends who only take in rescue animals.
Yeah,
there are a lot of people that, and when you come from, because I know people who like work in those kind of things, like when you come from places like that, I mean, yeah, they all have pets that they have to take in because they can't, like they're really the only ones that can deal with the pets because they can't be given out, and secure the safety of the general public, and they don't want them to be put down. And so, yeah, when you like are immersed kind of in that world, it's just like, well, I guess any world with people, it's just like people do more harm than good. So I don't know. I don't know. I've heard it a lot. I don't think it's a silly argument, especially if you are dealing with abused pets.
I mean, there is the argument that cats domesticated, like, infiltrated us, where like dogs we cultivated, where cats, they kind of realized they're like, hey, if I feed, I get a supply of food, because they would, chase rats, them away from the grain, and then they would be rewarded for the behavior. And because they were doing that, they were socialized to people, because especially with cats, after like, usually if you don't get them used to people within the first year, they'll just stay feral. It's much harder to domesticate an older cat.
Yeah.
So I don't know how that is about older dogs, because like, I'm a cat person, not a dog person. So
I'm not saying to euthanize your pets and never have them. I'm just saying there's an argument to be had there.
No, I'm just saying, like, I'm talking shit. Like, I'm just talking about stuff I know.
Like, yeah, it's just not fair in the argument sense for someone to take the extreme far side of one position and try to pretend that's the whole thing. Nothing else matters because some people abuse their pets. That's not how that works, Bestie.
No, that's not how anything works. You don't take an extreme position on anything and argue it for the whole.
Well, what's really sad is like, what is it? Is it pigeons that were domesticated and then left to basically fend for themselves and uncared for? I feel so bad for them.
I never heard of them.
Because they were used carrier pigeons. They were used for communications, and then when I guess telephone lines or whatever the hell came in, they weren't needed anymore, and Now they're just.
I just thought they were like rats and raccoons, where it's like we kind of infiltrated their space, and so they're just like, we're not leaving.
Right.
Squirrels used to be a huge pet.
Really?
Like back in the early 1900s, yeah.
Wow.
I know people who still try to have squirrel pets. It doesn't go well because you can't really domesticate squirrel. Okay, so first of all, when we say domestication, we don't mean house training. That's a term that means an actual physiological change to the species so that they are now bred to be compatible with living alongside humans. Sometimes we mean, livestock, like cows being docile, and sometimes we mean house dogs. They'll eat an intruder, but only lick your face, that sort of thing. It takes generations of breeding to do that.
And so squirrels haven't gone through that process, which is why I would argue it's always bad to have a pet squirrel, but not.
Oh, nobody said it wasn't.
I'm not going to die on any hill for that.
You're going to die on it.
I followed this guy who like, they're not his pets, but I guess they just kept coming to his home. So he like built like a little house out, like a little doll house outside. So they'll interact that much, but they still go out and do their own thing. But they come to the little pet house.
Is anybody sub to the channel The Dodo?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. There's so many videos of people who took in injured animals, try to release them to the wild, and they're pretty proficient on their own, but they always come back like either at the end of the night or in the morning to
visit.
Yeah.
Because
they've grown an attachment to the person who helped them in need. I think that's adorable.
Yeah.
And I had a feral cat who he when winter came one year, he just let himself into the house and stayed the whole winter, and then when spring came, he left again. And we saw him around, but he didn't come back in until the next winter, until the third winter, and then he just didn't come back. In the next spring, we saw him with a whole batch of kittens. Now he kept coming back, not so much because he liked us, but because it was a warm place to stay, and he had a crush on our cat, and he didn't come back after he had kittens because he cheated on her.
Oh my gosh.
We had
my
brother's cat Patches was a calico that he found in the woods, and I think and I remember this because I was like a young little person, and he brought her home. Now Patches, because she was half feral, would spend majority of her time outside around the neighborhood, but she needed to come home for food and when it's cold out, and my mama, and she was very did not really like to be pet. She just wanted to exist, but she was the type of cat, if she could catch bats if they flew low enough, out of the sky. And then she would bring dead animals to my mom's our back porch, birds and baby rabbits and gophers. And I'm my mother is why are you bringing me dead animals? And it's because I'm Mama, she doesn't think you can hunt. She's
trying to keep you alive. That's what she's trying to do.
You're pathetic, and I'm going to help you.
and she died at 14. My dad found her on the back porch, curled up and the day before she died, she was wicked affectionate, which was weird because this cat was not affectionate at all. And then the next day, my dad found her dead on the porch, but she had just gone to sleep and didn't wake up. So,
at least peaceful.
Weird.
There's a whole lot of stuff on that Dodo channel.
Yeah,
I've seen a good bit of these of the shorts, not the long ones, but the shorts.
Yeah, I've watched a lot of.
Yeah.
If they're too long, it will get me upset. It upsets me to see dogs. Sometimes I'll have to, or any animal that's been abused. Sometimes I just can't watch it.
Yeah,
upsets me.
I took on quite a few rescue.
I was Todd showed me this video. We were just going through this guy. He was sitting in his car and there was a cat sitting on the sunroof and took a lighter and heated up the glass. So it the heat went and it touched the cats and their buttholes are bare. So basically, and I'm like, why would you do that? And of course, the cat got pissed.
What the hell?
You know, and he thinks it's hilarious. I'm like, you're an asshole. like why?
What's wrong with people? Like demented, absolutely demented.
Yeah, I have a friend who, and her cat passed a couple of years ago, but she's very much a mouser. And when she was mad at my friend, she would catch a mouse and wound it, but not kill it. And then she put the mouse in the middle of the room, and my friend would be like, "You've got to be kidding me!" And so she'd go to get the broom and the dustpan, and come back, and the cat would have taken the mouse away. And then when she puts the broom and the dustpan away, the mouse is there. So the mouse is like injured the entire time and just kind of limping. I was like, your cat is evil. Like, she's torturing two things just to piss you off.
Let's see your reaction. Like, I like when you react like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep doing it.
It's one thing is that if you're going to own a cat, you must realize that you have a chaos goblin that does not care about you and will only show you affection when it wants to show you affection. So you have to be chosen. So that's why they think they're gods.
So that cat definitely did.
They choose you. You don't choose them.
I am not being worshipped properly, bitch.
You did not worship properly.
Do you know what power I hold, woman?
Listen, I'm a really good food slave to my cats. I'm such a good food here. Like they wake me, I have to specifically get up and get them food if I want to sleep in, unless my bedroom door is closed. But because they will bite my fingers to get me up, like a nibble, like "Get me food, woman," or they'll stand right in front of my face and meow at me.
Oh man,
because that is
Cat
my job.
Little brothers. Time to get me food.
Yep.
Better hurry up.
Mm-hmm. Now that dogs are in calmer when they're hungry. So do your dogs wait for you?
I hear dogs can be pretty persistent.
Mm-hmm. That is exactly why, like, one of my requirements is they have to love dogs, and more specifically, my dogs. I am not getting rid of my dogs. Sorry.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I love my dogs.
Anybody who treats anyone vulnerable,
right, exactly,
like badly is not good. But yeah, I do agree. If
I look at
any woman, man, they, them, and if anybody mistreats pets, I would not trust them around my kids.
No, that's like kind of one of the markers of a psychopath, isn't it?
Yeah, if I look
usually,
that person, if a kid or animal don't like you, then I don't like you either. That's just how it is.
We were
what does kid don't like you for? What does dog don't like you for?
Right? Like when we moved in, when we bought our new house, we were going to have one of our friends come live with us, but one that they had to pass the cat test, and my cats are very selective. And my husband, I wasn't on that night, but my husband was telling our friend Connor, like, hey, just the cats take some time to warm up, and then within 20 minutes, our most skittish cat, Catnips, just climbs on their lap and just lays down, and we're like, okay, we're fine now. Like, yeah, that is the threshold you must cross.
That's how I am with Medusa cat. Like she just came in the room and in the bed with me. It's like, dang, you stole my cat.
Mandisa's cat?
Yeah.
Oh,
I go over there. When I go over there,
from jump.
And then the cat just came and just chilled with me the whole weekend. So
yeah,
it's my homegirl now. That's my homegirl. I say my homegirl.
I do the same, not necessarily with Pickles because she's crazy, but generally speaking, usually.
With mine, I more pay attention to Pixie because Pixie's my rescue. My other two are farm dogs. That of course they're like, I need somewhere to put these dogs. I'm like, I'll take them. Of course. But Pixie's my rescue, and apparently she did not have good owners before that. Loves women, does not like men. If she likes the guy, then that's a good thing. So
this is so cute. So
we'll talk about nice stuff. What's going on with Devilry? It's supposed to be evil.
Good birthday month.
We evil on this screen, and we ain't talking about how evil we are. I'm just saying.
Oh.
Although
so your oldest cat will be 7 in April. They were a rescue who followed your youngest brother home one day. Oh,
I had a cat that I had for 17 years, and when we got his mom, we did not know his mom was pregnant. So within a month and a half, we had 6 kittens.
He's like, oh, gee.
And he ended up being the one that I kept, and it was a split-second decision because somebody's like, "Do you have any kittens left?" And I'm like, "We have one." They're like, "Well, can I see the one you have?" And I was just like, the calico girl that I was going to keep, or this black and white boy that I'm not sure I want to keep. And I kept the boy, and I'm so glad I did. He was the best cat ever. I still haven't been able to own a cat since him. I miss him too much.
It's hard, isn't it? Sometimes, like sometimes it's the best thing is to get another pet right away, and then sometimes you just can't.
I'm gonna get another cat person. I need that bond, like especially after my cat George died, because I called him my boyfriend, and when he passed, and we had to put him to sleep. He was like 17. That was old for a cat, and we had to put him down because he just got really old. And then I got out and I got Bellatrix, who is my little Minx Chaos Goblin, who is also my baby, and she's my girl, and because I needed that to heal. As part of that, and I want to, and it's a rescue. We always get rescue cats, like you need a home. Let me give you a home. So
yeah, I feel that like it took me a while though, actually, after my last dog died. His name was Buster and he had cancer. But I was moping. I was basically like mourning and moping. And so it was like, it's time to bring somebody in our life, especially since knowing there's animals out there that need rescue, and pit bulls are not always looked upon kindly. So it was kind of the perfect match. The right time.
Dagan is a great judge of character. He likes you. So no, that's why, like, that's one reason why so when we got Pixie, we had a miniature schnauzer called Jazz, and if you know anything about miniature schnauzers, they tend to like latch onto one person. For whatever reason, it latched onto me, even though it was my mom's dog. It latched onto me, and like she had a heart condition that we weren't aware of, and so she died at like 7, and I was absolutely torn up. Came home one day, found Pixie because my dad had gone to the rescue center to get her for my boys. She got stuck in a fence like an hour later. I rescued her out of the fence, and she's been mine ever since. And since then, I'm like, I've got to have at least 2 dogs because I need one when the other one goes, or I can't handle it. I don't like being. And
then they're not alone either. Then they're not by themselves either. Like
exactly,
one other one passes.
And I mean, the 3 that I have now, they're all completely different, but they get along so well. It's just like, it's so much fun watching them interact with each other.
Yeah.
So, I didn't mean to end up with 3, but I did.
Well, Pickles is our only one, and I thought of getting another, but now that we have my daughter and her husband living here, and they have the 2 big dogs, they get to see each other, and so that works. That's enough. That's good. That's plenty. I don't think 4 dogs is work.
Yeah,
I mean, make it work, but
I had 3 pits and 2 cats at one time.
3 pits?
Yeah. 3 pits.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
I love that.
Oh, it was more rescues.
Oh
yeah,
rescue dog has kept them.
Did you get them all at the same time? Like, no, did they know each other? You had to introduce them, and they were all fine.
One dog, she was like in real bad shape, and was like lingering around our house, and I came up to her, and ended up taking her to the vet and taking her in, and she was my dog. Like she lived like 10 years after that, but she was so protective. So quick story. So I'm sitting here at my dogs. The one pit was a pup. The other was like 1, and then the other one, the rescue dog I told you about, she was like maybe like 5 years old at the time. And so we're just sitting here. I'm in my kitchen cooking. I heard rattling at the door. So the 1-year-old dog and the puppy didn't really bark, but the other dog, she barked over. The wind blows hard, she was barking. But if I didn't have my dogs, so what would have happened to me? That man was messing with my door. It's like messing with my door.
And you never caught who it was or anything?
I just saw when the dog started barking, he just started running.
That's scary. That is, that is like a good reason to own a pet for at least just for the alert. I mean, goodness gracious, they might not be able to protect you. I don't know, but they'll alert you that somebody's around. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Or that somebody's trying to get in their own car, that a guy is walking by.
Right.
Right.
Or there's a bird I like.
Squirrel.
But there's big babies though. Like they be vicious. No, they big babies.
No,
to me. There was big babies. And
so the sweetest dogs I've known have been pits. So
my
best friend just lost hers. That I think she was 16, but she was the sweetest sweetheart like ever.
Yeah, they're very loving dogs. She gets the cutest little zoomies, lots of energy. I will say, at least she does have lots of energy. I don't know about others. And so just very loyal, protective, definitely protective. But I'm so thankful.
Is she opinionated? That's the question.
She is very opinion, and she'll tell you. She will tell you about it. She's got a big opinion and a big bark. The thing is, like, her bark sounds really loud, but she don't mean it.
Yeah.
She really just does not mean it at all. And I think sometimes the neighbors like get scared. I'm like, just chill out. My gosh, she's just a dog bark.
Because some people be hearing Sugar and think that she's bigger than what she is. How is this Sugar?
That's how it is with Pixie. She's just like a little like hound terrier mix. But because she's like mostly hound, like she howls, she doesn't bark, but she sounds like she's the size of Kip, and Kip's like 100 pounds. So
just got that reverberating voice.
Yeah. So
bark,
Pixie scares them off, and then Kip really scares them off when they see Kip. So although Kip will just jump on you and lick you, so
oh my goodness, you had a lion? Or your cat was named Lion?
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Fucked up.
Oh my God, that sucks.
I'm sorry, honey.
Oh Lord, that's something.
Where is your neighbor buried?
Right?
Or do we need to go do that yet? Just let me know. I allegedly
that would be acceptable Devilry.
Yes, it would.
Would it not?
I think that would be like godly righteous justice. You know,
exactly.
One area where Satan and the good Lord absolutely align on what needs to happen.
It's not bipartisan. It's not a bipartisan issue.
This is something that everybody can get behind.
Yes. Satan and Yahweh are both in agreement.
Yes. Like he does not need to exist anymore.
It is God's will.
And then there's a debate that who gets him.
Listen. I know that like back in the day with Noah, like there was this thing, but you got it all wrong. I realized my mistakes, completely changed, which is now why like I just cannot have any animal abuse. It's unacceptable. So you see my dilemma. I have history.
This is the only one that I have that's probably part pit. We don't know what she is.
Oh, her?
Yeah, this is Daisy.
She's so cute.
She looks like she could be like Pixie's like great granddaughter or something. So they're the same exact color.
Yeah, I can't tell them apart when I see them on screen. I just know Kip is the different one.
Yeah,
I will. I'm sorry. I will not remember your dog's names. I rarely remember my own name.
Rude. How can you forget Dr. Kip? I'm just kidding.
Well, Dr. Kip is quite opinionated.
Which one?
He's actually wanting a little
I'm a
bit
little
right now.
Yes.
pounds these days.
Yes. Yes.
Me and Dr. Kip, me too. I'm a little bit bigger than 100 pounds, just a little bit.
Run, stick, food, sleep.
Yeah.
That sounds like my routine as well.
Yeah, Dr. Kip does eat sticks, so there is that.
Nom nom nom.
Nom 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 nom. Love treats. Cookie. Oh, his name was.
Give me a few moments and I'll be able to tell you all a whole lot more about Dr. Kip. It's not.
He's written no
I was
books.
going
I
to
know
make
that. He ain't wrote no books.
joke, but I chose not to.
All I know, he ain't wrote no books.
While we wait, remember, folks, everybody here has a channel. They're all listed on the website betterthanember.com on the creator tab. But we've got A Goddess, we've got me at Better Than Ember, we've got Lil of All Trades, Maya is Bad Science Sunday, Kelly is Detroit Atheist Queen 24/7, and Helen is Freethinker Fireside. And remember to take a little tour of the channels and subscribe to everybody, because we all make cool content, including Bree, who's not here with us today, but leaves us this little reminder.
It's okay. You can touch it. You can touch it if you want to. I won't tell anybody. I won't hurt you.
Just touch it. It's consensual. We're asking you to.
I mean, what good is a button if you don't click it? You know?
Buttons are for
Maya says an odd number of times.
Lil, you want to talk about the new show? Since Bree came up.
What show?
Yeah. Yes, we have a new show that will be happening on Bree's channel. So if you go to Hiveside, it is called Spirit Board. And it's a call-in show. So it's Amber's a part of it, and AJ's part of it, and Kelly's part of it. It's all gonna be a thing, everybody. But what you need to do is, and basically if you saw cryptids, saw ghosts, have something you can't explain, encourage your friends to call in with their weirdo ghost story or conspiracy theory, or and talk to people that like to debunk other shit besides apologetics.
Or if you are a ghost or an alien or a cryptid,
please, we're taking sides from both sides. Yes, exactly.
The awesome thing, the first episode, me and Helen are hosting it.
Yes.
I'm so excited about that.
Yes, I'm so excited. It's gonna be great fun. So first episode,
I'm probably gonna be in the back end for a minute.
Time. So please please tune in, please. And
run that past us one more time.
And then
when multiple people are talking, nobody can hear anything. It's just garble for the audience. So run the day and time past us one more time.
Yes, it will be tomorrow night, February 24th at 7 p.m. Eastern over on Hiveside. And please encourage people to call in.
I'll try to remember. And I do have one experience, just one. Well, actually, like two-ish.
I think most people have more than they might think. And once this thing gets rolling a little bit, people watch for like the weird or the reminiscence or, just the general Brie flavored vibes. They'll start to be like, wait a second, I had a thing like that happen. I think it might get some momentum going. It'll be pretty cool.
You know what I've done to my... Go ahead, Amber. Sorry.
Oh, I was just going to say, I promised everybody more info on Kip, and that video is finished loading. It's 1 minute, but I don't want to cut you off either.
Wait, hold on. Let me think if I remember what I was going to say. I don't think I remember, so don't worry about it.
Okay, let's take a quick break.
Meet Kip, named after a biblical scholar. Holds 0 degrees, yet remains deeply authoritative. At Kip Academy, she teaches advanced disciplines like ethical trait distribution, comparative couch theology, and vigorous face licking. Questioning authority is encouraged. Not all treats are created equal. Each snack undergoes rigorous evaluation using the sniff, lick, and stare methodology. Some are rejected, some are accepted, some are declared non-canonical. Ask Kip about theology, ask Kip about life, Ask Kip if you should go outside. She will not answer, but she will judge you. Kip, named for a scholar, correct about vibes.
That cartoon, the
I know.
I love it. The picture that the Kip cartoon's based off is like one of the coolest pictures. I've actually got it on my channel, on my Kip Interrupt short. The picture pops up, but I've got this really cool film on my windows that like casts rainbows everywhere. So she's got rainbows all over her face. It's really cute.
I have that sticky film too. I love it.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I can sometimes see what's going on outside, but nobody can see in, and there's rainbows everywhere.
Right. It's like the best of both worlds.
Yes, he did.
Pardon.
Guessy.
He was also named chairman of the board.
She's jealous about Dagan receiving his PhD from Kip Academy. No, she was congratulating. I'm sorry. My bad, Pickles. I'm sorry. Misunderstood that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know what I was going to say? It just came to me. Okay. What I was going to say is there have been times when like I guess my ADHD was bad, maybe disassociation or whatever. I would sometimes trick myself. This is like a while ago. And to think, oh, is something happening to me? I swear I turned that light off, but the light's on. And then later something will occur to me that I remember that I went back into the room and did something. And then but you know, through the day I'll go, oh wow, I swear I know I remember turning that light off and nobody's been in there. Something.
No,
and then
yeah, if it was ADHD, it would be like you wouldn't have a memory of it because your attention wasn't on it.
That happens too much.
Yeah, that happened. Yeah, and that's what I go through a lot, which is why I have to have something like I have my keys on a chain, like chained to my purse, because like I'll put them down, and because my attention wasn't on them when I put them wherever, it'll be like I don't even remember being in this room when I set that. It's like, oh yeah, that's right. When you know somebody called me over here, and that was out of my routine, and you know I remember putting my stuff down, and so that's more ADHD. I'm not really sure what you're talking about would fall into.
Say, I'm sorry, what did you say?
I said, I'm not really sure what you're talking about would fall into.
Well, oh shoot, I was just going to add to that. Dagnabbit.
Sorry.
That's
the ADHD.
ADHD it's a thing. Like
it's worse than others.
I know that if I'm off my routine, right now, like I'm home, so my routine is completely thrown off since I'm recovering. So like my sleep's off. My day-to-day things are off because I'm laying in bed all day, and I'm just starting to get up more, but it's still like I'm not on my regular routine. So I have to kind of reevaluate how I'm going. And then when I go back to work, I have to be back on my other routine. And then I'm like, okay, I'm going to have to take a few days to adjust to this, which I'll plan for, but not do. Knowing me.
That's the ADHD.
I have plans. Will they be executed?
Maybe.
Results may vary. So but I think like that misremembering, it happens a lot. Like you'll go like, oh, where did I pick? Like I went into the room for this thing, but I did this thing. And then you walk into another room and you're like, oh, why did I remember to do this, but not the thing I originally went into the room for? And then you go in there and you're like,
yeah, where you're like cleaning every room at once because when you, oh, this goes in this room. Oh, this room's a mess. And then just,
Like yesterday, I was supposed to preheat the oven. Okay. And then I thought I preheated it. And then husband comes out and goes, I thought you were going to make the biscuits. And I said, well, did you turn off the oven? No, it was because I forgot to hit start, even though I thought that I did. Welcome, ADHD brain.
Yes.
Hello.
It's like the traveling. For me, it is like the traveling task. It goes from one task to the next because I can't complete that without that. And
Yeah,
I don't know.
And then you get over here and you start doing that. And now your attention's on that. And you totally, and it's like, oh, wait, I wanted to go do this. And then you go there and it's like, oh, man, I can't do that until I finish that. And then you go back there and your attention's on something else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Somebody help
I
me.
live on Post-it notes.
Oh, I love
Post-it notes all over the place.
Google
But the problem
reminders.
But it's also like the motivation. Your motivation is off. It's not even that you get hyper focused on one thing. It's like, if I'm not hyper motivated to complete the task, something else is going to supersede it. You know, absolutely anything that I'd rather do or that is easier or quicker. So like you really have, it's the hyper focus is awesome because you actually get shit done. But if there's anything that you're dreading or just like don't care for, it is so hard to follow through on it.
Well, and then if you have the autism on top of it, you also want normality and you know, sameness, because that makes you feel safe.
No, that's the humanity.
So you want
we all want
novelty.
that.
You want novelty, but also I want stability at the exact same time. How can I make this happen?
I think with the autism component isn't necessarily wanting stability, because that is a human trait.
Right.
Well, animals really. We like same. We like routine. Just the brain, it's a feature of the brain. But for I think it's more important as a coping mechanism or like a function for autistic kids, because you find that in that hyper stable routine that you can cope with life better. I think.
I mean,
so
it helps me.
It's a different facet of it that you're
like
getting.
It helps
at.
me keep my emotional regulation easier. Because we feel everything all the time. That baseline kind of. I don't mean as in, you know, it makes us emotionally. It keeps us at that safe through line, you know. And I think, and for other people, they can just put some, like, you know, push other emotions, you know, in the background or deal with them later. Like, I'm going to feel it the moment it happens. And I cannot hide it. I don't have resting bitch face. Like, whatever I'm feeling right now is what you're going to see, guys.
No filter.
I mean, do. Like when me growing up, like I was not diagnosed with ADHD until 4 years ago. So it's like I had to grow up and learn how to cope with it without even knowing that I had it. Just because, like, especially like our generation, like
my coping mechanism was knowing that my dad would beat my ass if I didn't.
Exactly. My youngest got diagnosed as a younger, and so the medication they will put them on will make them so sleepy, like they can't function.
ADHD medication.
Are
you sure that wasn't antidepressants? ADHD or stimulants. That's weird,
because they were more like the active part of it, and they wouldn't, you know, but they also couldn't concentrate either. So the medicine they gave them made them so damn sleepy, and I'll be sitting there like, my child cannot function.
That doesn't sound like
that's not a function. The only
like,
ADHD medication wakes you up. Like, there's nobody. I mean, I don't know. My doctor's getting to the point where they're like, well, maybe we need to think about switching your meds, because I can fall asleep on them, which is how you know you have ADHD, because if you don't, you cannot sleep at all. You're in go mode until those things wear off. They are stimulants. ADHD medications are speed. Like, that is what it is. People who are on speed are usually self-medicating for ADHD. So when they get them off, they go in to treat the drug habit, and then they find out usually that it's ADHD or something that requires stimulants. And when they get on the right medication, they're like, oh my God, like, you know, this is so much better. I'm sorry, Fro. I'll get to you in just a second. Again, I'm not clinical, I'm not medical. I've worked in substance abuse treatment facilities, but again, I don't do the medical side of it. The only thing I can think of is that once they were on the right medication, their brain calmed down and they were in a point where they could kind of, but like, even that, I'm just like, I think there was another medication that was maybe countering it.
Because
and depending on what it was, because like if it's like Wellbutrin, that's used to treat antidepressant, depression and ADHD. It's not a stimulant.
Yeah.
So if it was something like that, maybe I could see it, but
I don't remember exactly what it was, but I know that they said it also can treat heart conditions as well. So whatever that drug, I can't think. I name of it was.
It was so long ago. It's likely changed by now.
Yeah, because like I take Adderall and Wellbutrin. Because I have major depressive disorder. I have major depressive disorder. I have anxiety, which is funny. And Wellbutrin is also used for people that also want to quit smoking. So that's also a part of that. So I take that. And I'm also on 20 milligrams of Adderall extended release throughout the day. I have to take it early because, like Maya, take it later. You're not gonna sleep, and it's not even a guarantee you will sleep, because sleep is an abstract concept to people that have ADHD.
What is time?
You don't need sleep.
Yeah, no. Also, I just found this out recently that another feature of ADHD is like the time, not time dilation, but like just the inability to grasp time, like I guess the normies do. It really is like what is time? Like why is it important that I be there on time? I'm here at all. The task that got done, it's just like
that's the thing too. Like we always think things are take longer or shorter than how they really take. Like if you think about like I'm going to vacuum the living room. Okay, to a normie, depending on the size, maybe 10 minutes tops. To us, it's like, this is going to take me half an hour. like it's because that is that executive functioning dysfunction, that because of the non-norepinephrine, it doesn't uptake properly, and then that's why you got to be on the medication, guys. I've been responding to this post. I follow like this ADHD post, and this person wanted natural remedies to ADHD, and one of the recommendations was change completely your diet. That will
you have to completely change your diet.
Nicotine, weed, caffeine, and I think, and there was one more, but I forget. Anyway, but basically they're recommending sugar. Recommending stimulants, and I'm like, But the thing is, though, is like that just speeds up your metabolism. It doesn't actually help with the actual concentration. You'll get, basically you have an ADHD person that is now hyper.
So it'd be ADHD.
Exactly. But I stopped calling it a disorder. Like there's a really great channel that I'm not promoting. This one of my favorite therapy.
Most doctors that treat it won't just consider it like a different type of brain.
I would say like I'm just
it's called a disorder, but like that's just the name of it. Most anybody that treats it right now is not going to consider it a disorder.
No, I just like it's
a different type of brain.
Just different brain. That's all. And everybody's.
Well, remember,
isn't that just everybody?
Well, I mean, the definition of disorder, it only exists for diagnostic reasons. It's just a functional thing. It's not necessarily an illness. It's not necessarily a malformation. It's just, here's typical behavior, standard of life, yada, yada. Here's a thing that interferes with your ability to do that. That's a disorder.
In the society that we've created, a disorder is only something that doesn't work within the confines of our society. It could work in other societies, and there's a belief now that the ADHD brain was really effective at, like, we were the hunters. Like, we were the ones that needed to be able to, quickly change and, have that adrenaline, and, needed to be able to, like, I don't know. It is kind of better at multitasking, whereas you have
prioritization.
Prioritization. Thank you. Whereas like people with what we call normal brains now would have been the farmers, the agriculture people. They needed to be able to focus for long periods of time on, a certain task. And we decided that was what we had. The wealthy, what we have is billionaires now, but the elite decided that was the brain that they wanted to be in their factories. So when we took people off the farms and put them in the factories and to work, they were like, okay, we want to make everybody just have this kind of brain, and without any of the knowledge that that's not a thing. And so we've created a society that doesn't work for 30 or 40% of the population.
Mm-hmm.
Just like it's the cookie cutter thing. It's the European colonial thing. It's
here's
the kind of person we've decided all people should be. And if we just nurture, we just educate and set expectations and demand people to be that way, then everyone will just be that way. And that's not how anything actually works.
When has that ever worked? Ever. Ever.
Psychology is a new field. And when we're talking about, I think people thought that if you just beat people enough, that they'll comply. And you see a lot of aspects of this in the Bible, where it's just like, it's everybody, this is what we need, so everybody go do that. And it wasn't until like super recently, like, I mean, us 80s babies, no, I have even a lot of that. And our parents certainly came from the spare the rod, spoil the child type of mindset. And it's completely shifted now. So there's a lot of things that society has had to come around to and be open to. And we've only had people really putting out into the general public, like, hey, these people aren't crazy. This isn't a mental illness. They're just different. And not just with ADHD, like with, even God, we had to fight so hard just to get ramps, on the sidewalks, like everybody was just supposed to be able-bodied. And it's just been a long, hard fight that we've been fighting for decades. And it has not been 100 years since that fight has started. So, we're at least it's a positive march forward that our government isn't trying to fund, but they're not, they haven't actively attacked either. So silver linings, I guess.
Right now, we're looking for any silver lining we can. Clawing onto it, hanging on for
dear life. Guys, Monday is a silver lining for me.
Oh, Kelly. Well, I love your company too. I love all your company.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
So, yes, I was going to say you and Dr. Kip are in different chats. So Kip didn't actually see that question, and I wanted to address it, the two powers thing. So it's a really fascinating story, and I'm sure Dr. Kip is chomping at the bit to talk about this. And maybe I'll get Dr. Kip to come on the show that follows this one sometime to talk about it. Maybe it'll be easier to help get his thoughts formalized to make the outline come to life that he mentioned. He mentioned
Kip, do it.
In an outline kind of thing.
That could really help work some
TLDR. There in Jewish tradition, there was along this general idea that there's like a physical world version of Yahweh and a hidden invisible world version of Yahweh. And they're the same Yahweh. It's just different parts of the same whole, but they're like two distinct powers. Some of the early Christians started trying to apply that idea, which was fine when it was metaphysical and conceptual about Yahweh, to Jesus, saying there's a spirit God, Yahweh, and there is a flesh God, Jesus. And that made it a heresy. They were not happy with that at all.
Oh, I was just, sorry, I know this is like sidetracking. I was just telling Fern Lovebond that I learned about ADHD on TikTok. I was like, damn, this is all like far too similar. And then after talking to the right doctor, they were like, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
The right doctor.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. Being an operative word. And I'm so glad you said that. I know I've been talking a lot, but I just, really advocate for mental health. Because I hear so many people who said, oh, I saw a therapist once and I didn't like it, so I never went again. And it's not a one size fit all. If you're going through something, it's important to try to find the right doctor. I know it can be expensive if you're paying on your own to try to find that person, because you have to have like that introductory fee, and then you're saying the same thing a number of times, and it can be repetitive, and it could feel like, oh my God, am I ever gonna? But there's a lot of time, whenever there's a diagnosis, people always say get a second opinion. It sometimes you just need to find the right person to treat you, and if your current doctor isn't. If you have an issue and your current doctor isn't addressing it, get a second opinion, or a third or a fourth. Seriously, you are worth it.
Also, I'm going to offer a resource for that. If you are looking through a therapist and you are in the United States, please go to seculartherapy.org. And also, if you actually go to how they vet their therapist, there is a questionnaire that they use to vet the therapist. What I recommend, take those questions, and if you're looking for a therapist, ask them those questions, because then you're going to find out, what their credentials are, what kind of therapy they offer, what their specialties are in, what their training came from. Because basically, like, I've been in and out therapy since I was a teenager. I've been with my current therapist for 3 years. Sometimes you get lucky, and sometimes, like, it's just like dating, and you're going to be in a relationship with this person usually for years. So you better make sure that you're going to get the treatment that you want to receive, that the boundaries are understood at the beginning, and that you feel comfortable with that person. And you're basic as just as much as they're going to interview you, you want to interview them. Especially when we're talking about mental health.
Great recommendation.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Is it petty that I had found what I thought to be a pretty good therapist, but one day he kind of got saucy with me, and it upset me and hurt my feelings, so I didn't go back.
No, you got to tell them.
Yeah.
So it was, so I'm just really stupid sometimes and obtuse, and don't do well with formal like introductions. I don't do those things. Spaces, sometimes I might not be aware that I'm not in the right space, like spatial. So his office was in his home, and normally, I would walk in and his door would be closed and I would sit down, and for whatever reason the door was open that day to his office, and I don't know why. I just like walked. It was my time, it was my appointment time, but he calls you in. And I just wasn't thinking. And I walked into his office, and he scolded me. He really did scold me. And I was like, oh, my bad.
Oh, that's different.
Yeah, I would have.
Yeah.
I thought I did kind of made an off-color comment, and you could just be like, hey, that really rubbed me the wrong way. And he could have learned something about you, and you guys could have moved forward. That was inappropriate.
Yeah. He could have just said next time. Or he could have said, would you mind waiting outside until he literally could have said, would you? And I would have been like, oh my God, I wasn't even, because I just wasn't thinking is really what happened. And I would have thought he would have known that. And it's kind of bothered me that he didn't even.
I mean, I'm in HR, so like people do that to me all the time. I try to close my door, but sometimes like you get an email or a phone call and you just can't, or you're focused. ADHD, you're just like hyper focused on this, and I'm like, oh shoot, the door is still open. And I always have to say politely, it's like, you know what, this is a bad time. I'm going to be X amount of time. For you, it would have just been, go back out and I'll get you in like 5 minutes, I swear. But for them, I'm like, okay, I want to work around your schedule. When's your break? What's a good time for you to come back? It's not that hard. Like, it is, just being a professional. Like, I don't understand why you would ever scold a client.
Or he was in a bad mood. You happen to be the person standing in front of him.
Yeah, sure.
That's why you got to be really careful, because
it's still not an excuse, but it's clearly what happened.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. It's like, just because the person is in front of you doesn't mean that they get to take your shit. either, so, but like, because as my husband says, and this is worse than wisdom, everybody, no one cares why you're an asshole, you're just an asshole.
Right. When you're a therapist, you're there to help the people who have already had rations of shit, not give them more of them, So people are people, humans are going to human, everybody's going to have a bad day. But just like, sometimes people get shaky hands, it's really, really important if you're a surgeon that you don't try to do surgery when you have shaky hands. Your job requires control in that specific area.
Yes. That, all of that. True. I'm actually kind of mad at him now. Because it's like Helen's saying, like, you always everybody's gonna have a bad day, everybody's gonna have a bad moment. We've always had I think all of us have had to apologize for how we acted a time or two. But like, I don't know, kind of passionate about that, because as Ember said, like, we take so much shit through our whole lives, and finally get in front of, it's so hard to get people in front of a therapist, and you finally get there. And then the therapist goes off and like, oh no, you have to adhere to my dogmatic rules now. It's just like, what the fuck, dude? I don't know.
I would just prefer, if you're somebody who my care is in your hands, like, I'm not expecting perfection, but you could have at least handled it differently. And I would have remembered there on out, like, to be like, that would have ticked something in my head to be more cautious. Like, anytime something happens to me, I kind of put that in a box, and now like I have a list of things that I do, and I would like, trust me, that would never have happened again. But I don't know. I felt bad. I felt like
never happened before. It had never happened before. So, I mean, it's not like, it's like, Ryan, I've told you 3 times now, and now apparently you're not taking hints. So I'm going to have to be more direct. Like, I could almost understand that, but you're saying this is the very first time it happened. Like, I don't know. And it's just poor customer service. And I don't blame you at all for your actions there. But yeah, it sucks that you don't feel comfortable with somebody that, you trusted.
Yeah,
exactly.
I would love to find somebody else, but as y'all know, it's very difficult, and you have to be prepared to possibly go down a road that might take a while. Like, that's a journey at times, and expensive.
Yeah, because a lot of time when you deal with insurance, you have to go to a certain clinics and everything within that network and stuff like that. So what if there's no doctor you want to is anything that network you like? And that's happened to me a few times.
I think also too that I will never say there's nothing really replaces therapy, but if you are financially struggling, if you your schedule doesn't allow for it, at least educate yourself on and do a little bit of self-reflection. Like, ask, like, if you connected, like, hey, we're talking about like neurodivergency. If you're connecting with this, like, try to what is neurodivergency? How do people live with it? Look up stories, look up actually vetted information about as you become more educated, you'll be able to reflect on your behavior, and reflect on the things you want to change. The more you educate yourself about, I'm not saying you're never going to be an expert. Do not take this as a replacement for mental health, but until you get there, this way, when you get to a point when you go to therapy, or you can say, this is the insight I'm having of myself. This is what the information that I understand. And this is what I want to work on. I think that any situation, even if you're just going to go get a physical, you definitely want to have knowledge in your pocket before you walk into that office. So, and the more that you educate yourself, the more that you're going to know about yourself.
Yeah. And the doctor is probably going to tell you some things you didn't know. And, please go research that before you, do anything.
Exactly.
No, vertical is demonic, and I refuse to get used to it.
That's my Devilry, my channel.
No, I did notice that.
I'm on vertical because my other morning show that follows this show is horizontal, and there's algorithm reasons and whatnot. But vertical,
no, I'm not telling anybody how to run their channel, and I know that vertical generally gets more views. Me as a viewer, not doing it.
Yeah,
as Kit pointed out, it depends, because if you're watching on a vertical screen, it fits the screen better.
Yeah, but then I can't see the chat, and
I'm using my
that's my issue.
Having my horizontal, my iPad is a horizontal. I don't know.
I don't like change that much. That's too much of a change.
Even Seth said it. So then
that's the devilry.
If Seth said it, then it's true then.
Thank you.
I love the chat. I live for the chat. I need to see I need maximum chat, really. The rest of this is like, you don't need to see my face talking. Like, you can hear it. That's what you're here for. And now I'd be happy with like just all chat. If I could hear it.
I think that's broadly true for the majority of old school YouTube people, right? Like,
no, the kids,
Claire,
like
for example,
like
Claire specifically never shows her face. She is just a talking icon, and that's on purpose for several reasons, and most of them are very, very valid. But the fact that there's so many channels that do just fine with no visuals whatsoever just goes to show that at least half of what people are here for in live shows is the chat, to engage with the chat and use the chat to engage with the hosts who are there live, and although it's the interaction, it's not so much
This was a good comment, the human Tommy. You learned about how your neurodivergent let you about your different traits that weren't a problem. It's just how you function. Learned how to deal or cope or handle things better. That was great for me on TikTok. It was like a whole world was opening to me. It's like, oh dang.
Yeah, and I do love the internet for that. There's a lot of things that like I said, there, just finding out about myself, and I just thought was, especially with the time thing, I didn't know what was wrong with me, and it's just like, no, it's just a normal function of your brain, and society wasn't built to accommodate that. Like, we're very structured, we're very rigid. We'd actually fare better in Europe because their concept of time is a more better towards the ADHD brain, but because if your hours are 8 to 5, like, you better be there at 7:55 and ready to clock in at 8, and don't you dare stay a minute after 5. So if you have an ADHD brain and time gets away from you and it's 5:00 and it's 5:10, well, that's unscheduled overtime, Missy, and you're gonna have to sign this piece of paper. It's
yourself up, Maya.
It's like a sin, right? It's like a sin.
It's true.
And when you try to explain like it to a neurotypical person, it would like how your brain functions. They think that you can just do certain things, and that's what you needed a calendar, you need post-it notes, and I'm like, listen, I go, we all have to find what works for our particular type of ADHD. I can't just because do you know how many planners I've had, guys? How many planners? Oh my God. I'm very happy that I remembered to put things in my fucking calendar. And sometimes I even forget that I put it in my calendar.
Yeah. It's like, I have the calendar. I just forgot to put it in there. It's like, well, why would you do that? I don't know how to explain that to you.
I'm like, listen, I had goals. What if I was going to achieve those goals? I don't know. Results may vary.
I'm with you.
Lifelong journey. Good. Like, I am the get things start to go, and then I gather people, and that's why I network, because everybody has skill sets that I don't have. But then things will get done. If you just give it to me, I'm going to be like, oh no, too much pressure. Like, oh no. All right.
I just feel that I found my people.
It is true. I learned a lot from all of you.
Yeah. Yeah, I love this community. So
Yeah.
I'm like, something's wrong with me for years.
Such cool shit, even if it's completely at random. Like today, we didn't intend to talk about neurodivergencies and whatnot, but we did,
but it
because
came up and I was here.
We're neurodivergent.
I can't let it go.
Oopsies. Oopsies, we made it alive.
Oh, also on the neurodiversity front, in females, if you were assigned female at birth and also on fluctuation of hormones, will affect your brain differently than people that identify as male, because of the structure of the brain, and also it's a way that we're socialized. So like the typical hyperactive boy, that like I had ADD when I was a child, not hyperactivity, because it didn't the hyperactivity did not manifest the way that it did in like little boys. Mm-hmm. So you got diagnosed with like, you just have problem paying attention. She daydreams too much, that type of shit, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then so it's going to, so like if you're reading the symptoms, like as the spend, depending on, there is some overlap. I'm not going to say there's not, but it's a lot also too of socialization, nature, nurture. So it's going to just also be aware of that too. It's going, seeing with any other neurodivergency, anything else. If it is a social role, it's going to manifest differently depending on gender. So.
Mm-hmm. There's some to that, but some different from that. But I don't have time to extrapolate on that whole discussion, because I have to go get ready for the next show, which starts in just a few minutes.
Get out of here.
We're doing Aquinas' 5 arguments, because a couple of weeks ago, I scheduled these shows a couple of weeks in advance, and a couple of weeks ago, somebody was like, oh my goodness, Aquinas said this, Aquinas said that, and it turns out that almost nobody knows what Aquinas actually said or why. And so we're going to look into that today. I hope you join us over on Better the Number, and half of these streams will automatically redirect there, so you don't have to worry about it. And for everybody else, you know where to find me. So hopefully we'll see you very, very soon.
Love you. Bye. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
We'll start to wrap. Yeah, we'll start to wrap up here.
Okay. We're staying here. Okay.
Yeah. So what we could do is does anybody have any final thoughts about the topic? I know really we kind of went from topic to topic, but you might have something you want to say, and or something you want to talk about for your show or anything that you have coming up. Anyone? Want to go?
Angel's going to be on my show on this coming Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Awesome.
I'll be there. I'll be there for that.
What you said tonight?
Me and Helen, like we said, we got Spirit Board on Tuesday night, and after that, at 9:30 Eastern, I will be on Misinterpretations. So that'll be fun.
Oh, busy.
Yeah, it's a busy day.
Excuse me.
Yeah. And then I have to work after that. So
yeah, I don't have anything coming up. So Kelly was on with me last night, closing out Black History Month, Bad Science Sunday. But we also talked about aliens, which was super duper fun. Bree is going to be with me this Sunday, opening up Women's Month, and we're going to, I don't know, talk about something else. Definitely fun. And you can find me at it's over here at Maya Atkinson, channel name Bad Science Sunday. You put either of those in the thing, and you'll see my face, and you can click the subscribe button, because that is right and good.
That's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Also. Oh, I was going to say also Politicality on Thursday, both on my channel and the Kentucky Atheist. We're having Arn Roth on there, so that will be.
Is that Thursday or Sunday?
Thursday.
Okay.
Again, you elite socialites and your connections. Wow.
That was not my connection, so I am thankful for that one.
Kelly, my love, any final words or anything you want to shill out?
Yeah, this is a great conversation we had, and mental health is very important. And but what's going on my show, and it might be I gotta talk to you, Helen, in a minute. But I'm gonna be on your show, Helen, Friday.
Yes. Yes, you are.
And
in my calendar,
I gotta talk to somebody because I didn't put it in my calendar, so I didn't see it. So now I gotta talk to this other person. And
Friday night, guys.
So maybe I gotta change some stuff. I'm confused. Okay, but that's me in my brain not putting stuff on the calendar. That was me making a mistake. But most of my stuff is gonna be on other people's channels. I'm gonna be on Truth One later on Friday, and then Saturday I'm gonna be on Neil's show, and then Sunday I'll be on Punk Apostate's show. So that's what's going on in my life for over the weekend. So
yeah, really do got a lot
I don't really have anything on my show. Maybe one show I'm having.
Awesome
this week.
So make sure everyone in the audience is subscribed to everybody's individual channels. And of course, if you're on a different channel and you're watching but not subscribed to the Daily Atheist, you should also subscribe there. I'm on here Monday through Friday, but Tuesday through Friday, I'm with Chris. And on Tuesday, we also have Kelly Laughlin, if you are familiar with him. I am trying to release a video today. It's about Terra Mar, which is the company, it's actually a charity that Ghislaine Maxwell started, and it has ties to the Clintons and Epstein. And I've just been going down a rabbit hole, and don't ask me why, I just needed to know. So maybe that will be out today. But besides that, you guys stay tuned for Better Than Ember. That will be up next. And I can't wait to hear about those 5 whatever the hell from Aquinas.
Yeah,
somebody said this was the shit.
I haven't heard about Aquinas since Catholic school. So
right?
Well,
yeah, I think that was the last
like
time.
Women.
Wow.
He didn't like women, so I mean, I'm not a fan of him, but I'm open to hearing information just to see what people think. You know, I don't want to be closed-minded, even if I don't find it useful. I find it useful to connect with people and try to see their point of view is what I
like learning. So, you know, even
right. I'll put that in my bag and then I might need to fill that out.
A thing today. I learned that today.
Lots to learn. All right, guys. Well, thank you.
Is that what I'm taking away from this? Yes.
That's exact. And we're going to take away some devilry. Take that with you throughout the day. Love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. We'll see you tomorrow.